Hello and welcome back to my garden. Today I'm working here in my vegetable garden, but first we will start with a small project in my cottage garden where I will be, and actually I did, where I got out of the ground my rose hip and my peony, and peony was replaced with a beautiful David Austin new rose for me. It's Queen of Sweden, really delicate pink. Yeah, I'm expecting it to be a really beautiful rose, really nicely fitting into the space where I put it in. So for today, the plan is to start with a peony because when I was digging out, I almost removed all the soil from the root system. So now this poor plant is just waiting for me to get into the ground, to be watered and to be really nice and cozy in a new spot. And then I will tell you. And right now I'm next to the flower bed with my two replanted roses by David Austin, and today I have addition here. It's a beautiful rose, really classic variety, Queen of Sweden, with medium pink flowers, and I hope that it has really strong upright growth, so it will fit nicely in here. And I have a sweet spot for this rose just in the middle of two Emily Blantes, and right now I have a peony there, so I will be removing peony plant and I will be putting a rose there. I don't believe that it's a good moment to do so, and we're getting into really hot, sunny, summery weather, but I really want to do this. I really believe that this year this rose will have enough time to get bigger and established and provide beautiful blooms for this area, and I know that peonies won't be doing too much, so yeah, I'm doing it and then hoping for the best and watering both plants as good as I can. And I will be replanting the peony and the rose hips that you saw me digging out of the ground. I will be watering them in a vegetable garden as good as I can. Yay! And now the rose is planted, and I believe that it's gonna be okay, but there's a lot of other plants, and in the perfect world you would want to plant a new rose space full of flowers when all other flowers are not that big, just because all this vegetation and all these flowers will create a competition for nutrition and for water and for everything actually with this rose. But I will keep my eye on it, and I know that it's gonna be okay because roses, they are really tough plants. And this is my peony. Now I need to take care about it because all the roots are exposed and it's rather sunny and hot day. So yeah, I'm going straight to the vegetable garden. And I believe that this place is going to be really lovely for this peony. Okay, and now Peony is in at the ground, so I'm feeling so much more relaxed, and I feel that I need to chat with you and to explain what I'm doing. So actually today I decided to finalize the planting for the upcoming season, and obviously I will be adding things that have like protected root system in a pots, because actually you can plant them whatever you want. But I had a few plants that I needed to move with the open root system and to remove them from the soil. And to do so, usually you would want your plants to be much kind of younger in their vegetation period, and to get them out of the ground then they're like 10 centimeters high, not more than that. And right now for me in a zone 9B, that's too late. But that's a trade-off. I know that the next 2 or 3 weeks I'm gonna be here. I don't have any business trip, any vacations, whatever. So I will be ready to keep an eye on all these plants and to water them as much as they need, and so they would survive. Plus another thing, important thing, is to remove their canopy, not entirely, but like half of the canopy you need to cut off, just to give this kind of relief for the root system of the plant because it was stressed. And yeah, and actually that's always kind of a trade-off, you know. You might prefer to keep your plant for another season in the ground, and then you will be like, oh, I don't really like that and I wish I could have replanted it early in the season. So I decided like, okay, I'm doing this, I'm replanting this. And there's another thing that pushed me to do that actually I have a huge problem with lilacs, and actually this year of gardening is kind of eye-opening for me because this year I experienced slug problem for the first time in my whole gardening life. Then okay, I have borers in my lilacs, and definitely you can treat borers with chemicals, but I don't want to. And if I have a chance, I can replace them with the rose hips that are doing just great in here in this garden, and they provide a beautiful show with their flowers, simple flowers but really beautiful. And then they create rose hips, and that's gonna be a really good thing for all the birds that are flying here, so that would be their fate for winter time. So that's a win-win situation. And yeah, and I don't want to create more problems in my garden than I need to, so that's why I'm removing lilacs. I'm replacing them with the rose hips. And yeah, and then excuse for the peony is just that I want to have another beautiful David Austin rose in my garden, and I would prefer it over peony because peonies are wonderful, exquisite flowers with extremely short blooming season, and I don't mind to have it here in this huge flower beds in the vegetable garden. But I have another feelings about this flower bed next to the entrance of our home cottage garden. Yeah. So I will start with removing of this lilac. And the first rose hip is in the ground. Actually, I need to water it because right now it's looking sad, and then I will reduce the canopy. But right now I just wanted to show you how the plants can be stunned by big trees. So this first one is from the cottage garden where we had an oak tree growing not even close to it, and that's the same variety of the rose hips but growing here in the wild. They were planted 2 years ago, and this is the size difference. Wowzers. And the idea is to create this kind of cozy feel when you're entering into this vegetable garden area. And there's gonna be this wall of rose hips, and yeah, I need to prune it rather harshly so there would be enough space for other things to grow, but it's looking really lovely and I'm very pleased. And yes, right now I will remove the half of the growth of this bush and I will just water it and leave it for now. And now that's the time to pick up another rose hip. But oh, this one is growing in a pod, so it would be much easier. And actually all these plants are going to be planted in the next 2 weeks. Can you imagine? And actually I'm intentionally not giving you any updates about our new parking area because we are making progress there, but probably slowly than I would like. So right now we're on a stage when the next week will bring much more structure and sense to the area, and then I will start working on it and planting. And yeah, I'm super excited and can't wait, and just next week. Okay, now this area is weeded and ready for planting, with the one exception that this Japanese anemone is growing exactly in a place where I would love to put this rose hip. Okay, it seems like I'm gonna be replanting this thing, dividing, replanting, and then finally putting rose hip here. And now again, I'm removing the canopy of these plants. I'm just going and cutting it back just like this. When the plant will be ready, it will shoot new growth and it will get its normal height, its normal everything. Especially here are some new leaves that are emerging, so that's what you want to do. And I know that plants are looking kind of sad for the moment, but it will help them to survive. And this is what we've done today. First of all, we've planted this peony that will give a beautiful growth. Then we added rose hip. Look, it's gonna be so lovely here. I'm sure it will. And then this small border was kind of reshifted, and now we have this beautiful rose hip here, and instead of one animals we have now 2 animals that are not looking great right now, but it's gonna be okay. They're really tough plants and they will grow beautifully. So after all, the planting for today is done. Now it's the time for my favorite job, weeding. Yeah, I have a lot of weeding to do, but yeah. And this is gonna be it for today. Thank you very much for staying with me. And just a reminder, if you want to replant something, do it. If you want to replant it in the beginning of your planting season, that would be really great. But if for any reason you got this idea, oh, I really want to shuffle these plants and replant them, do it. Just keep in mind that you need to keep them well watered during the next 2 or 3 weeks, and they will do fine, I hope. Yeah. No, I really know that they will do fine. I really know. That's why I'm doing this, and that's why I'm just encouraging you to create the garden and the space that you will enjoy each and every time you see it and you enter in your garden. So yeah, thank you very much and see you. Bye. And actually really soon I'm starting planting of our new area. How fun is that? Bye. Please like, share, subscribe.